This is a reality check for all high schoolers who are transitioning into the real world. This is an employment blueprint of what you need to understand as you transition into the real world. Now, I know you may be seeing this video from all different walks of the nation, anywhere in the United States or even outside of the United States. But we're using a tool that is available here in Arkansas. And if your area is similar, then just plug your numbers in. If not, and you're in a higher priced area, such as like California, New York, then your numbers may be double. But this breaks it all down. It lets you know what kind of lifestyle, or it lets you choose what kind of lifestyle you want to have coming out of high school and your early years outside of high school, and what type of job you need to seek in order to fulfill or be able to sustain that lifestyle. I hope you're ready. Parents, share this with your children. This will be great for you to understand. And high schoolers, this will be great for you to understand for yourself in the event you don't have the assistance of your parents. Hello, you got Mr.
and Mrs.
Smith.
And listen, if you do live in an area where the rates are higher, see if you have a tool similar to this available. We're located in Arkansas, so this one is called Real Life Arkansas. But see if there's something similar in your particular state, all right? So let's get started. There's 3 different options here. We have the reality check, the future salary, and the occupation direct, okay? We're going to do the reality check in this video, but you can, of course, pause your screen and read those other 2, as they may be future videos for us, okay? I'll read the reality check. It says, get a reality check. You will buy stuff for a sample month. We total it up for a year. Then we help you to find careers that pay what you need. Let's get started.
All right, so the first thing they start with is your living space. In other words, where will you live? Where do you plan to live after you graduate? Big city, small town, close to home? Choose a city. So these are just some of the bigger cities that are in the Arkansas area. We're going to choose Little Rock, the capital of Arkansas. So after you choose where you want to live, now these numbers are based on an average of the living or the housing costs in this area. So if you're coming right out of high school, then it's a good chance that you may fall into one of these categories. You got the home. If you want to buy a home, probably not going to be your case. Live at home, that's a whole nother conversation. But it's no money being spent. Efficiency apartment, which is a studio apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, if you plan on having a roommate, or a 1-bedroom apartment. Which one did we say we wanted to go with?
We're going to go with the efficiency apartment, which is equivalent, you guys, to just like a studio apartment. It says that it combines your living room, bedroom, and kitchenette into a single space with only a bathroom in a separate room.
All right, so we're playing it low on here, but many people do transition into this type of living establishment. And just understand that the higher you cost, whichever one you choose, there are prices associated with each one. But before I click and go next, Little Rock housing, a huge part of being an adult is paying for your own living space. If you did not know, now you know. You decide how much money you will spend each month. Select at least one of the different options. So, as you see, if we select efficiency apartment, then the housing expense goes to $585. That's the average. There are, of course, some more, some less. This is the average for the state of Arkansas. If you were to click on 1-bedroom, that number jumps up by about $100. So we're going to keep it at the efficiency apartment. Just want you to know that whichever one you click, it will calculate. And then from there, we just hit next. And you should be tallying up for your area. And if you're in Arkansas, this is a perfect example for you.
Well, it's actually going to tally it up for you, you guys. So on the right-hand side in the orange box, it's going to give you the cost of that expense, and it's going to give you a running balance, okay? So you'll see that number continuously climb. So on this page, you're looking at the utilities. We all know what the utilities are. We're going to select mobile phone for one person, internet, of course. We're going to skip cable. Too many people are ditching the cable. Energy we need, water and sewer we need, and we are going to ditch the landline phone. So we're going to go next. And as you can see, it's adding it all up.
Yep, and if this is not your state, then just equate based on what your averages are. So that's what I mean, calculate if this is not your state or if you're not able to find your particular calculator. So let's talk about dining, food. Another part of being an adult is buying your own food. You can choose to eat at home, at a restaurant, or both. Review the different options and select the one that will fit you the best. So the question is, will you eat at home only, meaning that you're only going to be doing grocery shopping and most of your meals will be prepared at home? Will you be doing restaurants only, eating out solely? Will you be doing a mixture of home and fast food? Will you be doing home and dining out? We're going to choose home and fast food. This is the reality for many people out of high school. This was my reality, so we're just going to select this just in case that's you, because sometimes we bought groceries, but a lot of times we ate out. So as we see, when we click on home and fast food, it calculated $400 for the month, which is not bad. $100 a week. It definitely can easily run up to that amount using home and fast food as your dining option, and the running balance increased by that amount. And we'll just select next and see what's next.
All right, so next we have transportation. You have a place to live and food to eat. Now it's time to find out what type of transportation you want to have and decide how much to spend. Select one of the options. Now, of course, down here at the bottom, we have human power, a scooter, a bike, a hoverboard, right? That was in for a while. We have the public transportation, which is the bus. You have the used automotive, a basic automotive, an average, and then, of course, a luxury automotive. And it gives you the prices if you just kind of hover over each picture. In this example, we are going to go with a used automobile. So click on used. And this is assuming that there is a car note. This is the monthly expense for the auto payment, the insurance, and the gas and maintenance. Now, it's at just shy of $500, which is, it could be a little bit off. It could be right on target, but we're just going to go with these because these are just averages, you guys. We're not giving you definite numbers. These are just averages. So we're going to add that and keep going.
All right, now, of course, they couldn't leave off clothing. If you're out of high school, there's a good chance that you want to stay fly. You want to maintain your wardrobe in such a way, or not. But let's see. You may be the type to buy clothes every month or just a couple of times a year. You decide how much you will spend on clothing each month. Select as many items as you like. So what we decided to go with on this one is the retail package. Not quite the designer package. Many of you like designer stuff. If that's you, click. And this is what I really want to stress the importance of. Don't try to downplay the numbers just so you can seem like you're not going to spend too much. No, you want to run up the numbers just so you can position yourself to know what career choice you may want to make to support your lifestyle, and make sure the career choice is something that you like as well. Don't go into anything that you dislike. But if you put these numbers, or if you're honest with your selection, then at least it will provide you some options that'll support the lifestyle that you choose. So in this example, we're going to choose retail package. Of course, you could choose thrifty, which is just buying, reused items, which is some great things that you can find there. But we're going to choose retail package. We're also going to choose accessories, because many people would like some form of accessories to go with the clothing that they buy. And we're also going to choose shoes. Some jobs do require you to buy uniforms or things of that nature, but for the sake of this example, we're just going to choose these three: retail, accessories, and shoes. Many people love to have their shoe game intact, and that totaled up for $225, and it increased the running balance by that exact amount. What's next?
Yes, and you guys, you also just want to just keep it real when you're putting in these things, for the simple fact of this is a game plan transitioning out of high school. I wish someone had showed me this tool when I was in high school. You have so many kids and so many just people in general going through like midlife crisis because they don't know what they want to do. They need more money. They don't know what path they want to choose. But this can at least give you an idea early on, because you know how much money is needed to really maintain your lifestyle and the things that you love to do. Okay. Next is healthcare. It's like we all eventually have to go to see a doctor or a dentist. Decide if your work will provide health insurance or if you will pay for each doctor and dentist visit on your own. We're going to go with health insurance that basically is being deducted from your paycheck. And so it's called Health Insurance 1. And so we're going to select that and go next.
All right, let's talk about personal items. You have to take care of yourself by grooming, exercising, and maybe even smelling good. You decide how much to spend on your personal upkeep. Select as many options as you like. Like we said, be honest because you want this number to paint a picture of what you want your lifestyle to look like. So that way the career choice that's available, you'll know if it automatically will support it. So in this example, of course, you're going to need the basics. This is your toothpaste, your shampoo, your soap, deodorant. You're going to need those basics. Many people get things done to their hair. If you're male or female, you're getting something done to your hair typically, whether you're going to the barber or you're going to the beautician. So we're going to put that there. Of course, this includes some skincare, some makeup, some things you may or may not use, but we're going to click it because we know it is true. We will leave gym and recreation blank. Luxury golf. Do we want to select any of the extras or just these two?
No, let's just do those two.
So we'll just do those two. But if you know that you're the type that you want to buy nice cologne and fragrances, then definitely make sure you select it because this will let you know what type of money you need to make. So do not lie to the system. Keep it real. Keep it 100. No cap.
All right, next is entertainment, right? Because look, transitioning out of high school, we know what that life is like, right? You got to include some fun in your weekends, in your day-to-day, it seems. So it says you like staying home or you like staying home or you like going to the movies. You like playing video games or you like going bowling. You decide how much you want to spend on entertainment. For this one, I just went with the highest. I went with 125, the party bundle, because it allows you to do concert shows, whether you want to go out, whether you want to hang with friends. I think 125 is more than enough to really do almost anything.
Here next.
Yep.
Miscellaneous, you thought it was over. You thought we were done tallying up. Nope, we know that different things come up, and we know that there's going to be a miscellaneous possible budget. That being said, this section involves miscellaneous items, such as high-tech gadgets, pet care, vacations, etc. You decide how much you will spend on these items each month. Many people love gadgets these days and want to replace phones. I have the latest and greatest, so we will not skip gadgets. We're going to select it. $50 for stuff. We know that different people want to buy certain things. This might be houseware. This might be a bike. This might be cookware. Just items around the house. It might be a candle warmer. Who knows? We're going to put $50 there for stuff. We're going to leave pet blank. We're going to leave furniture blank. But if you have to purchase furniture, consider those things. And what they do is just tally it up. You will be able to purchase a big item such as furniture and appliances for your home. But many people, you know, when they first start out, they may get some furniture that somebody else is getting rid of. So we're just going to leave that blank for the sake of this example. However, we're going to include vacation because they say right here you'll be able to travel at least twice a year. So if you had a $150 allotment, they're tallying that up and saying per year that ought to allow you to take a vacation twice a year. I know when I was 19, I went out of town some, even if it was on the road, but a hotel was needed. So these are some realistic numbers, and of course you can find deals, search for deals, but we just want you to understand that things cost money, and we want you to be prepared for it and not get caught off guard. Too many people, or too many times, we see high schoolers not have a clue on the expenses that are associated with living on their own, and because of it, they choose a career field that does not support the lifestyle that they truly want. That leads to stress. That leads to anxiety. That leads to insecurities in other areas because they feel like they don't know what direction they're heading. So base these things off your lifestyle. Now, of course, if you can have a lifestyle that you can live off of and be totally happy, spending the least, being a minimalist, then by all means do it. But if that's not you, then make sure you keep it honest with this system.
Yeah, and also if you want to choose your career first, then you can go through this system. Like if you know passionately what you want to do, a lot of people know from the time they're little kids that they want to be a police officer or a fashion designer, and they really do stick with it. They want to service animals, right? So if you know for a fact what you feel in your heart you desire to do, then you can go through this system with a different mindset. Like, I already looked up, they only make about this much money per year, so let me see how low my expenses have to be in order for me to be comfortable. So you can do this in the reverse.
Yep, and that's what the second section is. We chose reality check, but the second section will allow you to start with the career choice in mind and let you know how much money you'll likely make, then reverse engineer to see what you can afford. And that will definitely give you some perspective. So we'll do another video on that one. But definitely understand that you just need to be prepared. And don't lie to the system.
Yes. All right, next we're going to talk about savings. Now, listen, y'all, we teach financial education. Lord, this should have been first. But we are going to stick with the rule of thumb where we recommend for everybody. We are going to invest 10%. See, financial education speaking. Save. We're going to save 10% of our income, you guys. That is a good rule of thumb.
Then we're going to hit next. Now, student loan debt.
No.
If you're getting out of high school, we recommend aiming for a scholarship. There are different things available. And when I'm teaching this in schools, aim for grants, Pell Grants, different things of that nature. And seeing if you can partner up multiple things together so that you have enough money that not only pays for school, sometimes you have a little extra money left over that can be incorporated into your lifestyle. And it's almost like you get paid to go to school. I've experienced that for myself. And when I talk to schools about this, I'm going to definitely be communicating with whomever is in charge, and then we'll be able to see, okay, are there some scholarships that are available, grants that are available? Let's give them a pamphlet so that they can at least know what's available and avoid student loan debt. We were fortunate enough to not get caught up in student loan debt, but many people don't know. And because they don't know, they dive straight in and get that student loan debt. So right here it says if you need a student loan for college and the monthly loan payments to your budget, select the college degree and the type of college you plan to attend. So we're just going to go in the middle. Some people may want a certificate that's usually on the lower end of the prices. They just get a certificate to maybe do hair or, be a barber. And that's perfectly fine. If you get a skill, do not let anyone tell you that you have to have a degree. If you want to get a skill first, then transition into college, guess what? While you're on the college campus, whatever skill you acquire, you might be able to use that skill and earn money on the campus. Whole nother video, whole nother conversation, but don't shy away from it. Associate's degree, bachelor's, master's, professional degree. We're going to choose right in the middle and just select bachelor's degree. So, of course, there's going to be some debt that goes along with it, but that's what we're going to select, and we're going to hit next. And then right here, let me move this out of the way. Select the type of institution. It has college university, private or public college university, private college university, or for-profit college university. So we're just going to select public. And if that's not going to be you, then choose based on your scenario. I'm going to hit next. And this is where it gets interesting, fun, and a tally up has begun.
Yes, guys, these are your results. Basically, I'm not going to drag this part out. It's everything that you put in here, and it gives you your annual expenses for the year. You're looking at $38,774, and then taxes, 32%. So tack on an extra $12,408 for an annual salary needed of at least $51,182. Now, I love that you can put all of this stuff in, and if you don't really know what you want to do career-wise, look at what it says on the right-hand side. Find careers. Click the button below and find occupations that match this annual salary.
So once we click on this, what you'll notice is everything that it'll show you is going to pay you around this amount based on what you chose. So in this example, I know we said that we wanted to choose something that was centered around getting a bachelor's degree, but we're talking about high schoolers transitioning into the real world. So right now you don't have a bachelor's degree, you don't have an associate's, you don't have any certificate. So right now we're just going to say you have a high school diploma so you can know some entry level jobs that are available to you to start earning some income, and you may have to go to school and have a job, so you might have to see what's available out there, but we're just going to choose high school just so you can see some of the options. Then it has the occupation cluster. Select the occupational cluster that most interests you. If you know what field you want to go in, select it. Save yourself some time and select it, and you'll see whatever is available. We're going to choose all occupations. That way we're able to see everything that is available, and once we see what's available, now we know exactly what we need to do in order to or we know exactly what career field we need to choose. So once I put that in, it says career. So you know how much you're going to spend each year. Great. Now it's time to find an occupation that will pay you enough money to cover those expenses.
Yes, so look, again, the annual salary was over $51,000. So look, it gives you a lot of different careers here. There's quite a bit at the top of the poll here, STEM careers. STEM refer to science, technology, engineering, and math careers. STEM careers are some of the best paying and have the greatest potential for job growth. You also, I don't know about you guys where you're located, but here in Arkansas, we see more and more STEM schools popping up, which is really good because science, technology, engineering, math are all things that are very, very essential in your growth. And those are things that's needed no matter where you are in life. But look at all of the different things. And look, we selected with a high school diploma. Now, granted, some of these things will have you going through a training academy or taking up a trade. But guess what? You're avoiding all of that student loan debt if it's not of interest to you, okay? So I'm just going to kind of look through here, real estate sales agent. I'm sure you have to go through some type of real estate training for that. Insurance sales, cargo and freight agents, first line supervisors of production and operating workers. I mean, just a lot of things. Claims adjuster, electrical power line installer and repairs, media and communication workers, supervisors, mechanics, installers, repairers, advertising. It's so many different careers on here. And if you notice, they're all underlined, which means it's in hyperlink. So you click on the hyperlink and it'll take you even deeper into that particular career, letting you know where you can go to apply for jobs, letting you know how much money they make. Some of them have little videos showing you what that career entails. So this is really in-depth. You should see why we're excited about it, and so many high schoolers and parents should be extremely excited that a tool like this exists.
Absolutely. And what we want to do is just bring it to you. So we're doing this video, but we also, are going to enter the high schools and teach things like this so people can be prepared. So they're not guessing when they leave out of high school. They at least have an idea of what angle they need to take based on the things that they want to do in life as it relates to their career choice, but more importantly, based on the lifestyle that they plan to have. So I hope you got some value from this. This is how a high schooler can transition into the real world just by being in the know. A lot of times it's just about knowing. And if you know a little bit more of what to expect, that's half the battle. Because if fear lies in the unknown, if you have no clue what to expect, you become a hermit crab. You try to stay in your own little shell, or you try to just live at home solely because you didn't know what was required in order to survive. So you just go and get a regular job and you feel like that's it. No. If you at least know what you need to make based on the lifestyle, you can choose a different field, and now it can take you to where you want to go, and you can even apply and see what jobs are open and are available based on where you live. And this is a tool that Arkansas has that we love, and we're going to educate people on it. So I hope you got some value. You got anything else you want to give them?
No, nothing at all. Go through this by yourselves, with your parents, with your friends. This could be, cool. I think differently, though, with friends. So, definitely look into all of this, you guys, and just be great.
And if you're at a high school and you would like us to really bring this to your area and say, hey, we're not learning any of these things, the Smiths, they, teach these things. Can they come to the high school? Let's set it up. They may be able to bring us out. And if so, then we'll bring the house down and really break this down and let you know some other options and things that exist as it relates to you making money in your state. So, without further ado, share this with somebody who you feel may benefit. Parents, definitely share this with your children. Children, if your parents are open to it, share it with them, but definitely share it with some other of your counterparts, some of your other students, and friends and things of that nature, just so everybody can at least have their eyes open and get this reality check.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's all we got. Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
signing out.